This is the scene in the Pas. Residents of the Pukatawagan First Nation arriving on military transport after days of requesting extra support with the evacuation. Now, until this weekend, the community's escape plan was based around a 6-person helicopter to help over 2,000 people get out. Multiple large fires nearby cut off the community's power and their water supply. There was all that thick smoke that closed off the community airport, and residents staying in southern Manitoba will stay there until it is safe for them to return. CBC's Josh Crabb is in the Pas with the latest.
Just outside an evacuation center in Mathias Cree Nation, just nearby the Pas, and people here are taking shelter, people who have come from northern communities. I can tell you that there are still multiple dangerous fires in the province burning in Manitoba that have prompted numerous evacuations. We did get an update from the city of Flin Flon, just north of where we are, that no structures have been lost in the fire, but city officials did say on Facebook, on a social media post, that some properties outside the community have been lost. Now, we were able to take a drive north of where we are on Highway 10 leading to Flin Flon to take a look at a fire in that area. Now, that road leads to another community called Cranberry Portage, which is home to 600 people. That community has also been evacuated. Meantime, evacuation efforts continue by the Royal Canadian Air Force and the Canadian military to move people out of northern First Nations communities like Pukatawagan and Pimachikamak. Now, people from Pukatawagan are being flown out using helicopters, while people from Pimachikamak have been picked up in Norway House Cree Nation, where they evacuated to using Hercules aircrafts. So that is still all ongoing. The Armed Forces said yesterday that so far it has moved around 1,500 people from northern First Nations communities, but hundreds of people still need help. People like Serena Moore from Pukatawagan, she came out from the community yesterday on one of those Armed Forces flights.
It was very hard, and there's lots of smoke. You couldn't even go out, and staying inside was worse. And I don't know, it was scary, especially at night. On Friday night, we had a really good scare. They woke us all up at 4 a.m. to get out of our houses to go further into the community because the fire was coming. That was the scariest thing I ever went through.
Moore is going to be staying with family now in a community about 2 hours south of where we are. Her son was also evacuated from Flin Flon, and they were reunited here at the Pas airport last night, her son and his 4 kids. And so they're all going to be staying together in a home, about 20 people under one roof. It just sort of gives you a magnitude of these evacuations and the number of people that have been displaced. The Red Cross has said that it has registered 8,900 evacuees from 3,500 households.
And I understand there is some more positive news coming for those in Pukatawagan. What are you hearing?
Well, that's right, Natasha. You know, we had been showing you images of helicopters removing people from Pukatawagan. Well, now we're told by the chief that the airport has been able to reopen there, and that flight that Serena Moore came on was on a fixed-wing aircraft, so it was able to land in Pukatawagan to try and get more people out of the community faster. There, again, are still hundreds of people waiting for help there, and those aircraft and helicopters, they're not going to Pukatawagan empty-handed. They're actually carrying supplies, we're told, like food and water for people who are waiting to be taken out, because the community is without power and people are just hunkering down, waiting to come farther south.
The CBC's Josh Crabb in the Pas.